Good morning and welcome to the greenhouse once again. I am out here working on up-potting my basil. I have my basil in these plug trays. As you can see, they have little cells in here, and you can put your individual ones. And now they're big enough that they need to get out of there before they become root bound, so I'm working on that this morning. So that's what I'm doing, and my goodness, these things, oh, they smell so good already. Just little itty bitty things, and they smell so good. I absolutely love working with my herbs. They just, oh, they smell so good. You just barely touch them and you can smell them. So anyway, so I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. Like, you know, one of the things that you can do when you're starting seeds is you can start them in these plug trays. If you do that, then you'll have to up pot them at some point. Some people I've seen actually wait until they're bigger and then they up pot them, but I'm going to do it right now because I have time, and I just think that they're up. Let's get them in a bigger pot. So that's what I'm doing. The other thing that I have done is I just started them right in my other trays, and they've done fine that way too. I like to do my smaller stuff in a tray like this just because they are smaller seeds and I can kind of tell what I'm doing a little bit better. But, you know, it doesn't really matter so much as long as you get them started. So the other thing, there was something else I wanted to kind of chat with you about is... What? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Titus. Got the Hulk in here this morning. Come here. Come here. Come here, Titus. Come here. Come here. Isn't this the cutest little Hulk? Yeah. Yeah. Can you say hi? I know. Can you tell everybody hi? Hi. Hello. Alright, you want to go back to playing? Oh, no. Being Mr. Hulk? Alright. I'm going to punch someone in the face. No, you're not going to punch anybody in the face. Yeah, I doubt they punched you in the nose. Anyway, so if you have started seeds, there's a couple of different ways that you can start seeds, or if you're thinking about starting your seeds, I wanted to kind of talk to you about how doing the basil. And anyway, if there's several, like I said, there's several different ways that you can start your seeds. You can do it under grow lights. You can do it in a south-facing window in your house. Or you can do like we did and do it in a greenhouse, a heated greenhouse. Whatever you do, one thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do what's called hardening off your plants before you put them out into the garden. And also, if you're taking your plants from even if you're taking your plants from like your heat lamps or your the grow lights, you're going to want to even harden them to take them out to like a greenhouse even. You're not going to want to just take your plants from underneath the grow lights and then put them in your greenhouse. The sunlight that's coming from that greenhouse, even though it's filtered, it's still going to be a lot harder than what the grow lights are. They're completely different. So if you just take your plants, your seedlings, your little tender seedlings from the grow lights and then just put them out in your greenhouse, you can kill them or at least stress them out. You don't want to do that. So you need to acclimate them to the brighter lights. And you just do that by taking them out for 20 minutes the first day, or and then just kind of increasing it every day until they're used to it, which is really, really obnoxious. But the other thing that you could do is if you have like a day where it's cloudy, you can definitely do it for longer periods of time and get them acclimated faster even. So you just don't want to take them out and just put them out there, and it'll just not be good for your plants. You don't want to start your plants in there and then just have them die, so you want to do that. So the other thing that you want to do is, even if you've got them in the greenhouse, it is filtered in here. There's a big difference between the sunlight that's coming in here versus the sunlight that's outside. There's a big difference. So like, I don't want to take these plants that I've got in here and just stick them out in the sun and be like, okay, grow. That would be really hard on my plants if it doesn't kill them, and I don't want to do that. So what you'll do then too is, again, you'll take them out for 20 minutes, bring them back in, and again, you'll just do that until you'll increase it to the next time. You might do it for an hour or to an hour and a half, or whatever that looks like for you, just to get them acclimated to the sun and get them hardened off. Also, if you've got no wind or movement in here, I open the doors on either end of this, and so sometimes we'll get a pretty good breeze in here. If it gets too windy, I'll shut it up because I don't want the wind to pick up my trays and flip them. That would not be good. So unless it's like super windy, I'll just leave the doors open and there's a nice breeze that comes through, and that'll strengthen up my plants as well, so that when I either sell the ones that I'm selling will be nice and strong, or the ones that I'm growing for myself will be nice and strong, and I'll be able to put those in there out in my garden, and they won't snap off in the wind. So that is how you harden things off and make sure you don't kill your plants off. I did that mistake. I didn't even know about hardening off or any of that, and one year we planted tomatoes. I had a whole bunch of beautiful tomatoes. Oh, they were beautiful. Did not know I needed to harden them off. Did not know I needed to make sure that their stems were strong, and we planted them and pretty much killed every single one, and that was devastating. So if I can help keep you from that heartbreak, I will do that. So yeah, if you can do, like, if you have a greenhouse and you have some way of getting some electricity out there, and you can, even if you just put a fan in there to kind of just mimic wind, it doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to kind of get your plants used to having that little bit of resistance, that you'll be further ahead too in that respect. Once we have to finish the roll-up sides on this greenhouse, and when we do that, there'll be even more ventilation, so it'll be even better for the plants. But until then, I'm just doing the best I can, and trying to get these guys outside. But there's a lot of plants in here, so I may not be able to harden all of them off, just because of the sheer number that's out here. Kids out here curling up. I keep a blanket out here so that when I'm out here in the mornings, I can curl up under my blanket and stay warm, and while I'm waiting for the fire to get up, and then I'm not so chilled when I get back up to the house and I can go back to sleep. So anyway, I gotta finish up potting these. I need to fill some more cups. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just putting them in these solo cups. These are actually the Walmart brand of solo cups, but that's what I'm putting these in. I've got my other ones that I'm doing, and then I've got my solo cups. So maybe next year I'll try to get some more official looking pots, but for this year I'm just trying to make do. They'll grow the same whether they're in there. Now, one thing I would say is you need to put, if you are going to start in solo cups, or cups period, it doesn't matter. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put a drainage hole in there. I don't know if you can see that. And the best way that I have found to do that is to put like a drill bit on a drill, stack those things up, take your drill and go through the top and all the way it'll reach, and then you can just finish the rest of the stack, and you can do a whole bunch of cups that way. And so it's easy to just put a drainage hole in them. So that is an easy way that you can start your starts, is just in cups. And it doesn't matter what kind of cup. If you want a smaller one, you can go smaller. I'm just using these for this year because they look nice, sort of, I guess. They give color out here anyway. So yeah, maybe I'll finish up potting these, and maybe I'll give you a tour of the greenhouse again, because things have kind of changed since the last tour I did. What do you want to go do?
Buy some bubble gum.
Oh yeah? Why do you want bubble gum?
That's because I need more money than Isaac.
You need more money than Isaac, and that's why you need bubble gum?
I have more money in my dresser.
You got more money in your dresser? How much money do you have?
This many.
That many?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot. It's like a handful. Hey, come back here. Come back here. Come back here. So what kind of bubble gum do you want?
Pink.
Pink? You like chewing bubble gum?
Yep. They're very stucky.
They're very stucky?
They are very hard to chew on for you.
They're very hard to chew for me. I didn't think that was that hard for me to chew.
They're this much to chew.
Oh yeah?
They have some water of energy. That bubble gum has some water in it with lots. The water has some bumps in it, so you can't eat it. It's too hard. But I had chocolate in my dresser, but it is out because the mousey ate the chocolate, the peanut butter.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to have peanut butter upstairs in your bedroom.
And no, there isn't peanut butter upstairs. It's outside with the mouses. The mouse sneaked up to the baby bullfrogs, and then he ate them. Nope. The baby bullfrogs licked all the peanut butter. Wait. And then there was the frog. And then there was a snake that said hello, and then stone. That's not Saw your the unicorn. No, that's not your question. It's a unicorn.
Mm.
It's not your question. It's my question. Chocolate. It's not your question. It's chocolate. And there's chocolate. There's a lot of chocolate, and then ate all the chocolate. No. The guys ate all the chocolate in your yard. And then the mouses licked, and the baby frogs and toads were licking it too, and the snake was. Yeah. And they saw dandelion. Yeah, they did. That's right, Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
That is. That's
Was it good?
Dandelions. Taste them.
Why don't you taste it? You're gonna taste it?
Taste. Over there's yummier ones. This has flower seed with chocolate in it.
You need dandelions covered in chocolate?
The baby ones, the big ones don't have some chocolate or some dandelions. Only the baby ones.
Okay.
Ah! Look at this one. Look at this baby one. This one is a daddy. You better not eat it. Nee. Left it. You have to. Good. Tastes chocolate. This one doesn't have things. It tastes like chocolate.
It does, huh?
It tastes like chocolate with
You got yellow around your mouth. You should turn in the sunlight. Turn in the sunlight. You can see it. This is yellow right there.
Now is it?
Yes.
No. Now is it?
You're getting it. It's still there.
Tomorrow I'll pick one and then I'll eat a baby one. And then a big one. And there was a giant one. It was so big it actually blew the earth up. I did something
right.
to that pieces.
All right, should I go ahead and start my greenhouse tour now? No? You just want to be in the spotlight?
There is that baby snake, and there is the baby car, and he ran it over and he said sorry. Then they became buddies, and they hug each other. Huggy. And they wear shoes.
Okay, so this first stuff that we've got here, this is all stuff from my garden. So I have some different varieties that I'm going to be growing in my garden that I won't be selling. But I am hoping that if I can show you the different ones and how to grow them, and maybe next year I can also use some of these and sell them, and you guys can grow them too after you've seen how I've done it. I got things like, this is all marigolds. I got one marjoram plant that's only one. Oh, there's a little tiny one. I see it now. Got some cinnamon basil. These are some cucumbers that I got. They came in as a free pack, so I don't know how those are going to turn out. And then I have a whole bunch of different squashes in here, and there's a whole bunch of different ones, so I'm not entirely sure what's all in there. This is my dill. This came up really well. Got lots of dill in there. This has got, I don't know if you can see them. Yep, you can see them a little bit. This has got celery in it. These ones aren't coming in quite yet. This is a pink celery. I don't think that's celery, but it might be. I don't know. I'll know when it grows. Then I've got, let's see. Oh, this is the huckleberries. They're coming up. I've got some goji berries. Those are coming up. They're little. And then I've got okra. And these are so adorable. I love little okra seedlings. They are just so cute. They're little leaves. And then I've got my spinning gourds are coming up, and loofah gourds. So I've got those started. They're coming up. Over here, I've got some tomatoes that we'll be putting in our garden. And then I've got these here are cucamelons. Those are coming up nicely. And then I got some more cucumbers there. And here, this is a new thing that I've never grown before, so it's been interesting. Those are bitter melons, and so far we've only had 2 come up, so we'll see what happens with that. And then I've got some eggplants in there, and I've got my sweet potatoes. They're chilling out on my workstation. I've been having to move things around because I'm filling everything up. This is my zucchini beds. I am not 100% thrilled with these. I do need to water out here. I think I'm going to throw a couple more seeds into here and see if I can get some better germination. And we'll see. I've got some yellow squash. Those did really well. They're looking really nice. These are the patty pan squash. I've got 4 trays of those. I've got spaghetti squash. These are really looking nice. And buttercup squash. Those are looking good too. And then I've got some pie pumpkins back there. That's a special order, so those are not going to be for anybody for sale or anything. I've got thyme, which I've got, oh, a little itty bitty seedling in there. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. Some more dill. These are coming up nicely. Marjoram. Here's a couple little ones that are starting to pop up. And let's see, this is oregano. Those are coming up really nicely. And chives. Those are in there. And then I've got some sage. Those are popping up. And cilantro. Those are starting to come up. My parsley, I don't think I see anything in the parsley yet. Here is some okra. These will be for sale. Those are coming up nicely. I'm not sure what this dude's doing. I don't know if I need to take that seed off of him or what's going on. He might throw another seed in there. It's not that big a deal. This one here that's, I don't know. We'll do some watering. And then I had to bring in some extra pallets. This is stuff that's going to be going in my garden. I've got tomatoes in some of these cups along here. There's some lemongrass. This is, let's see, this one right here is lemongrass. I've got lots of lemongrass. Here's another lemongrass. I've got lots. So I think I'm going to separate those, and if anybody's interested in some of that, you'll be able to purchase some of those. I've got some different flowers in here that'll be going in my little beds. And then I've got, these are more that are going into my garden. Another lemongrass. And let's see, parsley, I'm just not having good luck with this year. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But there's no parsley coming up. And purple basil, I knocked this one over yesterday. This one's just regular basil. And my onions. I'm hoping to get a bed made for those rather soon so I can get those planted. And I'm pretty sure I've got a tomato right there. It was smaller last video, but it's gotten bigger. I'm pretty sure that's a tomato. I don't have any kind. I don't have any idea what kind that is, but I guess we'll find out. Those are my onions. I've got some more like squash and some melons over there. These are my greens. This is kohlrabi and Brussels sprouts. Those are looking really good. The milk bok choy, the pak choy. This one is lettuce, Paris Island lettuce. These guys need water badly. I watered them last night, but I was doing it in the dark, so it's really hard to tell what I've got, what I've been able to get them. So they probably need some more, but they'll stand right up after I get done watering them. Arugula, and then some more lettuces. Some leaf lettuces, those are looking good. Got some spinach here. Let's go around. There's some eggplants. Those are coming up. Finally. Then I've got, this is cabbage. This is purple kohlrabi. Let's see, this is cauliflower. Some more cauliflower. Some more cabbage here. Then we've got some kales, the three different kinds of kales. This is your blue curled leaf kale, dinosaur kale, and ragged jack kale. And that one is like a reddish purple kale. Alright, and then over here for the last little bit, you've got some flowers. These are zinnias. I've got some zinnias coming up. I've got 3 different kind of zinnias. I have, these 4 trays here are ones that are called Cupid Mix, and they're really pretty. These ones are Scabosia. These ones here are Purple Prince. Then I've got some bachelor buttons that are coming up. There's 2 right there. And then I've got these cosmos are coming up. If I remember correctly, no, I think these are pink ones. I was going to say I think these are the orange, but I think these are pink. And so far nothing else is really coming up yet. I just got these planted. I'm a little late, but we'll see what happens. And then here's marigolds. Flowers are a whole new different thing for me. These are going to be borage. I just planted those and they're not coming up quite yet. Then I have some sweet passion melons. I need to split some of these and I'll fill up this tray with that. So there'll be one in each cell. This one is Hale's Jumbo Cantaloupe, Sugar Baby Watermelons, and then I've got 4 trays of cucumbers. Got some more tomatoes. These need to be split up. I just haven't had a chance to. I'm working out here every day, but it takes time to do all this stuff yet. Then I've got my tomatoes, which these are looking sad. I just transplanted those yesterday, so they're still in shock. But these tomatoes are looking good, so I'm really excited about these. Oh, and they smell really good. You know, that tomato plant smell. I've got just a whole bunch of tomatoes. And that is how our greenhouse is coming along so far. I still have a lot of work to do, but we're getting there. So, well, I better get back to work. And thanks for hanging out with me and going through the greenhouse with me. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, or you know somebody who's interested, please share it on social media. Give it a thumbs up, and please share it. Thank you.